Namaste, welcome to Sujata's Vlog Suju, my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you very spicy Kolhapuri misal, which normally is done with moth beans or matki. I have done with horse gram, which is called as kulti, which I have soaked overnight, and after 2 days I have sprouted. I have merged one step of the recipe so that it can be prepared quickly without any compromise in the taste. Now I have taken a cooker, and in that I have added enough water and put little turmeric and around 1 teaspoon of salt, and I have pressure cooked it with 2 whistles and kept it aside to cool down. I have taken 1 lemon sized tamarind imli and soaked it and kept aside. Now I took a pan, and in that I am now dry roasting all the masalas. In this I have taken half a cup of dry coconut, which I cut it into pieces, and now I have roasted it brown until there is a good aroma which comes out of it. After that I have kept it aside, and now in the same pan I am dry roasting the other masalas, in which around 3 tablespoons of dhania, that is coriander seeds, and around 1 tablespoon of I have taken fennel seeds, that is saunf, and then I have taken 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. Then I have fried it little. Then in that I have also taken 1 teaspoon of poppy seeds, which is khaskhas, and 1 teaspoon of I have taken this sesame seeds, that is til. I have also added around 10 to 11 whole red chilies, that is sabut lal mirch, and in that garam masala also I have added, that is 1 cardamom, elaichi, and around 2 inches of dalchini, that is cinnamon stick, and 6 to 7 of kali miri, that is pepper seeds, and around 5 to 6 of lavang, that is cloves. I have roasted it very well until it has turned properly brown. This masala has to be roasted very well. There should be no rawness left in that, otherwise your gravy will not taste properly. So the roasting part is also very important in this. After this was roasted and good aroma started coming, I have kept this masala aside. Now I have taken a kadai. In that around 2 tablespoons of oil I have added, and after the oil heated I have added 1 very big onion, which I have cut it into fine slices, and to that I have added around 7 to 8 cloves of garlic, and around 1.5 inch ginger finely cut. This I have fried until it turned brown, and then after that to that I have added 3 medium sized tomatoes, which I had finely cut, and nicely mixed it. To cook the tomatoes fast, I have added little salt. The whole tomatoes and the onion have to turn mushy. After it got cooked properly, I have cooled it down, and then this I have taken it in a mixie jar, and to this I have also added the dried masalas which I had fried earlier, and I have made a nice paste out of it. Now in the same kadai I have put around 5 to 6 tablespoons of oil. You need little more oil for this. So, and I have added 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds and 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, that is rai and jeera. Then I have added few curry leaves, that is curry patta. After this splattered properly, then I have added in this red chili powder, then salt as per taste, and goda masala, or you can also go for garam masala. I have taken around 3 tablespoons of chili powder, and goda masala around 1 teaspoon. While adding this, be careful that the oil should not be very hot, otherwise the chili powder and turmeric powder will get burnt. Now after that I have added the ground paste into this and nicely mixed it. Now you have to cook this paste very well. The basic flavor of the recipe lies in frying this masala. You fry it until the oil leaves the sides. It will take around 10 to 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, when the oil oozes out on the sides, you add the boiled kulti or horse gram. Mix it well and let it cook for around 5 minutes. To this, add the tamarind pulp which was extracted from the soaked tamarind, and also now add enough water. This gravy is always waterish. Normally what they do, they will prepare the tari, which is the waterish part of the gravy, separately, and what the boiled matki or the horse gram is cooked separately. This step I have merged and prepared it so that our gravy turns out fast and quicker, but there is no compromise in the taste here. Then boil this until all the oil starts floating on top of the gravy. Add few sprigs of coriander leaves and boil it further. Very spicy, very tasty Zanzanit Kolhapuri misal is ready. This we have with normally with farsan, that is a chuda type, and little onions finely cut with pav. Surely try this once. Thank you for watching my video.